Hello and welcome back to the Board Game Bunker and the series I read the rules so you don't have to, and this week I'll be teaching you how to play Monster Voices. This is the board for Monster Voices as you set up, but before we get into the game, you might notice the elephant in the room, this big beam coming towards my face because we realised and we have listened to you, you have spoken, we have listened. The microphone quality was not that great on the first videos that we put out, neither was the lighting. The lighting, however, will be fixed shortly. We have got about 4 more videos for the Wednesdays, I believe. Whenever it gets to Nemesis, after that, you will have this blue mat, you will have all the lights facing us like a collapsed sun. We're testing out these microphones now, so if this sounds clearer, let me know down below and we will carry on using them. If not, I don't know what to do with the microphones anymore. But that's my little tidbit out the way to begin with. This now is Monster Voices, a game where you will set up 9 various monsters from a huge amount of cards in the box, in a 3x3 grid, and this can be played everyone versus everyone or co-op. And as this channel is mainly just myself and Taylor, I'll be teaching you the co-op or gauntlet mode that you can play with this game. So next to the board to the left here, we have these cards. These cards are numbered and they also have a little grid in case you can't figure out whereabouts that number should be. You give these a quick shuffle and you give them to the person who is going to be doing the monster's voices, because the aim of this game is to correctly guess what voice you think these monsters should have. Now, how we do that, let me just put these back, is when that deck is shuffled, you decide who is going to be the voice here. So I will be it for this one because it's just me by myself. You then take over the top card off this deck, the Words of Wisdom. This is a deck full of phrases like this. This is the only thing you are allowed to say in your monster's voice. So you would be saying, "How may I be of assistance?" in whatever voice you think your monster would get given on the card you have just drawn. I will look at it now. I will look to see which ones I have got, and then everyone else around the table at this point will close their eyes. So if you want to play along in this tutorial as well at home, close your eyes now. I'm about to say, "How may I be of assistance?" in the voice of one of these monsters on the board. I wish I made Taylor do this video. I wish I made Taylor do this video. How may I be of assistance? I'm not a voice actor. Right, everyone now can open their eyes. As a team, you would then pick which one of these you think makes that voice. So around the table, you might be going, "Well, it's too jolly to be this angry man or this depressed man. It didn't sound like Dracula. It didn't sound like it was quite nasally for him. It didn't sound cool for him." Which means we're now left with Happy Baby, weird sheep thing, or a random flower, maybe a frog. I don't know. But you can deliberate by yourself. The person that did the voice will now be quiet themselves as they wait, apart from if you're making content or if you're enjoying your friend's company. You just can't talk about the game. Don't spoil the game on who you might have. Then, after a while, your friends will eventually decide, "Hey, we think it's that one," and point to one of the ones on the board. Which one did you think it was? Let me know down below in the comments before I reveal which one I have just done perfectly, might I add. Because if you said it was the Happy Baby in a car, you'd be wrong. But if you said it was this one, you would be correct. It was the Jolly Sheep. It was the 6 with that there. Now, if you got it right, we flip that one over. It is no longer that one. This number 6 card can go to the side of the pile or wherever it can be seen on a camera and stay there. You then take the next one. The same person giving the voice will do the same voice for all 9 of these cards, or 8 really, in a gauntlet mode. So, everyone around the table, close your eyes. We will flip over a new Words of Wisdom card, and I will be... If not for me, do it for science. Which one was that? Which one did I just do then? If you ever get it wrong, if you, for example, just then went, oh, well, that's clearly this one here. It's a bit more like a short, stumpy thing. I would flip over one of these tokens. You've got it wrong. I keep this card in my hand because you haven't guessed it yet. We flip over the next Words of Wisdom cards, and I try again. You now know it's not this one. Where's the booth? Which one could I be doing? And if you eventually get it right, which was this one up here, we'd flip it over and we'd carry on going around the board that way. And that's it. You will keep running the gauntlet. One person will do all the monster voices until you either correctly guess all the monsters here using the Words of Wisdom, or if you lose all your lives, you have failed the gauntlet. Then you can reset. You can try with someone else giving the monster voices. Try and beat your best high score. Like I say, you only really have to get 8, because if you ever get to the point where you have flipped over all of these and only that one remains, and your friends don't get that you're doing that one's voice, well, there's a problem with your friends, and you should look at them, because that's just insane. That has been I Read the Rules So You Don't Have To. You now know how to play the gauntlet mode of Monster Voices. If you want to see us play this game, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you are new. Let us know how you feel about these new microphones. I know they are a bit clunky, they come across the screen, but if it sounds better, does it matter? I can still see the board, I can still get around them, and you guys get better quality. But let us know about that. And until next time, it's bye from me.